Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast. I am your host, Nyomi Banks, and I am thrilled to have you join me on this transformative journey. You see, every day we dive into a powerful conversation about self-discovery, healing, and empowerment. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery, where we believe that loving yourself is the first step to living a fulfilling life. You can expect insightful discussions, practical tips, and inspiring stories. Plus, we'll occasionally welcome special guests who will share their unique perspectives on self-love and personal growth. So get comfy, grab your favorite beverage, and let's embark on this journey together. Because it's time to embrace the beautiful person that you are. So let's elevate our lives one episode at a time. Now let's get started. All right, hey, my beautiful souls. Well, welcome back to the Season of Self-Love podcast. I'm your host, Nyomi Banks, and I am so thrilled to have you join me today. We're continuing our series, Living Life Abundantly, with today's episode focused on purpose-driven living and the power of aligning your life with your core values. Now, today, I am so happy because today is our first day of our 10-day book challenge. Together, we are reading Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor. And this book is perfect for anyone who wants to expand their mindset and embrace abundance. So if you are listening and haven't joined just yet, I highly encourage you to participate. You can grab a copy on Audible or on Amazon, and links are in our show notes. And throughout this challenge, we're focused on personal growth, accountability, and an amazing sense of community that we create together. So if you are ready to transform your paradigm, let's get started. So before we get into the topic at hand, let's do this. Let's take a quick break. And then when we return, we're going to talk about purpose-driven living, aligning your life with your values in abundance. All right, that's a whole lot, huh? All right, it's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back. Hey, it's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by me and Dr. Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to xnyomi.com and tell them Nyomi sent you.
Washington Wellness Institute focuses on healing always. For me, if I look good, then I feel good. If I feel good, then I share the good. If I share the good, then I celebrate the good. If I celebrate the good, then I live the good, so I can be paid to be my greatest. But I have to learn the good to be the good.
So, what does it take to be the greatest? It's as simple as a free 15-minute consultation. Be kind to yourself and heal always.
What are some common barriers that prevent people from expressing? Hey, it's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks here from the Season of Self-Love podcast.
Yeah, I would say remorse. So shame and guilt is a very dividing emotional.
And these are one of the many amazing conversations that we have every day, Monday through Friday, right here on the Season of Self-Love podcast with myself, Nyomi Banks, as well as our resident therapist, Dr. Will Washington of Washington Wellness Institute. Come by.
The reality of our relationships with people.
Come by.
And a lot of times we're afraid of how people look at us. And so that compassion can't enter.
You can hit us on the
So
website,
really
the Season of Self-Love podcast.com. Let me ask you this, with the truth, is it... All right, well, welcome back to the Season of Self-Love podcast. I am your host, Nyomi Banks. And today our topic is purpose-driven living aligned your life with your values. I'm a little bit out of breath. On that little break, I kind of ran upstairs and grabbed something and came back down, so I'm a little bit out of breath. But all right, so let's do this. Before we get into this topic, let's kind of get ourselves grounded and centered before we get into the topic. All right. So wherever you are right now, if you are able to, I want you to take a moment to just close your eyes and relax your shoulders. Yeah. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold for a moment. Sit in it. Now exhale out your mouth. I want you to do it again. Take a deep breath in, inhaling through your nose. Hold for a moment. Now exhale. Now I want you to allow yourself to connect with yourself, with your inner self. I want to keep breathing in, out. I want you to feel the support of your own presence. Now with each breath, I want you to feel yourself becoming more centered and open to exploring what truly matters to you and your values and your purpose in your unique journey. Now I want you to take one more deep breath in. Exhale. Now when you are ready, I want you to gently open your eyes and come back to the present moment. All right, thank you. So if you are new here to the Season of Self-Love podcast, it's something we do every Monday through Friday. Is that we do a nice little guided meditation just to help center us and help just, before we get into the topic at hand. And actually that helped me a lot. That helped me so much. All right, so today we are diving into the topic of purpose-driven living. Purpose-driven living. Purpose-driven living. I'm going to keep saying that. And why I'm going to keep saying that is because, honestly, unbeknownst to myself, I believe that has always been my life. Purpose-driven living. Unbeknownst to me. Just how everything is lining up to where I am to now, I believe I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, exactly at the time I'm supposed to be at, if that makes sense. So purpose-driven living is all about aligning your actions and your decisions with your core values. So when you live in alignment with your values, life flows with a greater sense of ease and meaning and, yes, abundance. So in this episode, we will talk about what it means to live by our values. I'm going to guide you through some exercise to help define what your own values are. And we're going to discuss on how shifting our paradigms can help us break free from limiting beliefs, all right? So this journey is all about discovering and embracing what makes your life truly fulfilling. All right, so in this section, we're going to talk about understanding purpose and value. So let's explore. Let's start by exploring what it means to live purpose-driven life and why it's so important. And why it's so important. You see, purpose is often thought as the big grand concept, but really it's about how we align with what we deeply care about. Purpose don't have to be, one big mission. It can be found in everyday choices we make when those choices reflect who we are at our core. At our core, in our essence is what I call it, our essence. So what are values? What are values? Values are like our internal compass. They are the guiding principles that influence us on how we make decisions and how we interact with the world. So when we're clear about our values, it becomes easier to make choices that feel authentic and fulfilling. So living by our values is one of the greatest ways to welcome abundance, not only financially, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So I got a values exercise for you. Now, I like to guide you through one, and it's to identify and connect with your values. This is one of my favorite exercises, and it's a great way to bring awareness into your life. So right now, I want you to grab a pen and a piece of paper, and as Dr. Will would say, your purpose pen and your your purpose paper. If you can, or just simply reflect on the questions. And how I came about this, I remember doing this, creating this exercise. Same time last year, I had did this 3-day e-course on self-love. And this was one of the things that I had about creating, with your values, creating a paragraph describing you of using values. I think I had like 200 and something words of values describing, and I think I asked them to choose between 7 and 9 words. So this is what I'm going to tell you to do. First, I want you to think of 7 to 9 words that resonate deeply with you. And these are your strongest personal value words, like integrity, creativity, compassion, growth, freedom, or family. You understand? So once you have these words, I want to encourage you to write a paragraph that reflects your purpose and using these values to guide you. Now, for example, if your values includes compassion and growth, your paragraph might look like this. My purpose is to grow through each experience and share kindness with those around me, creating a space for love and understanding. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share what I did last year. This is what I did, and I posted on my thing. So here it is right here. Framed it up, and it's on my workboard. I have it right there, so I'm able to, when I'm doing work, preparing for a show, I see it every day, every morning. And so it reminds me of, one, who I am, as well as, my ingredients. I call my values, those are ingredients of me or who I am. All right, and so I say, I, Nyomi, lead in love. Love is one of my values. Love in everything I do, knowing that having empathy is my second one, and compassion for others make my uniqueness even more unique. I embrace my spirituality and sexuality with boldness while still keeping my humility intact. Inspiring others is what lights me up, knowing that my true success is my family and in my integrity. So those are 10. Those are 10 that I put. 10. Did I say I did 9? I said 10. Wait, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10. I did 10. So I did 10. So you get it 7, 10. Matter of fact, do 11. Because today is 11/11. Do 11. So I want to, let me see. I'm about to do something in real time right now. Let me see if I can add one more value to me. Let me see. I, Nyomi, lead in love in everything I do, knowing that empathy, compassion for others make my uniqueness even more unique. I embrace my spirituality and my sexuality with boldness while still keeping my humility intact. Inspiring others is what lights me up, and knowing that my true success in my family and in my integrity. But remembering to stay graceful. Okay, that was 11. All right, wait, hold on. Let me see if I can do, because right now I don't know. You can't see me, but I'm trying to, like, with all my fingers up. But I think that will be 11. And remember to love gracefully, and remember to stay graceful. Remember to stay graceful in my journey. I like that. Y'all like that? I like that. Remember to stay graceful in my journey. Nope. And I stay, no, don't remember. And I stay graceful in my journey. And I stay graceful in my journey. Ooh. We just did that, y'all. We just did that. All right, so do this. So I said 7 to 9. Let's do 11, because today is 11/11. Today is 11/11. And if you're listening to real time, today is Veterans Day, November 11th. Sorry, I'm going to put it out there. So if you're listening today is the day of the Strong Manifestation Day. So many great things that is happening today for us here at the Season of Self-Love, Elevate Me, Self-Discovery, and Ask Nyomi, especially with this 10-day book challenge. This is the first of us doing this, and it's going to be an amazing journey. It's the first of many that we're going to do, and I'm going to manifest that we're going to have millions and millions of subscribers to that whole that platform right there. And that platform right there with just that book club is called Abundance Mind Collective. Yeah. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. So we claiming it right now. We claiming it right. All right. So what I want you to do is take some time after this episode, and I want you to reflect on how your values show up in you daily, in your daily life. And if you like to share your paragraph with us, you can go into the private community page for support and inspiration, and we're here to lift you up. So our other page is the Season of Self-Love on Facebook. You could go there, you can share it there, or you can easily just go to, our Instagram page. All right. But remember, it's 11. I said 7 to 9, but it's 11. It's 11. And let's have some fun. Let's do 11. All right. So now let's shift in talking about paradigms and beliefs. And this ties into our day 1 reading assignment for the 10-day book challenge, which in this chapter, the very first chapter in session, is developing awareness of your awesome power of change. So what is a paradigm? A paradigm is essentially a set of beliefs or framework that shapes the way that we think and the way that we act. And see, in these paradigms, they can support us or they can hold us back, especially when it comes to things like self-worth, relationships, and success. And often we aren't aware of these paradigms that we're living under. We're not. But what I encourage you to think about your current paradigms right now, especially those that are related to success. And I want you to write them down. I want you to write down what beliefs comes up for you. And is this the paradigm that you want to change? And it may be if you believe you have to work tireless to be successful, or that this success is limited to certain areas of your life, maybe. But also with identifying these paradigms, this can be the first step towards shifting them so we can create some empowering beliefs that align with our abundance. I remember listening to Bob Proctor, who is the author of the book, Change Your Paradigms, Change Your Life. And he was saying that if you were doing something and it felt like it was so much work, it was like it was just not fitting, then sometimes it's not meant to be. We're kind of forcing something to happen. And sometimes you have to let it go. I've been learning that a lot. And when I say that, is even doing this series, this Living Life in Abundantly. I wasn't aligned with it at first as I was doing the things that I usually do for other series. It was like, no, there are things that you have to do before you have to get ready for this. Really. So I'm about to be very honest with you all. Usually I record shows weeks ahead of time. And I know some of my mentors are like, Nyomi, you're not supposed to say that. Let me tell you something. These people are not no fools. They know that we are not getting up early in the morning and doing these podcasts right here, right now. Well, I did today. I am on real time. I am today. I've got up early this morning, put on my makeup, did my first thing for the group, for the challenge group, and now I'm in real time doing this podcast. So today, this is what I am doing. But I wouldn't have been ready for it if I wouldn't have picked up that book. And how I came to pick up that book, and I spoke it last week, is that I had did an outcry prayer because it just seemed like everything was so overwhelming for me, and an aspect of my body shut down on me. And I was wondering why. I was like, I felt like I was in line of doing everything I was supposed to do. I'm doing something that I love to do. I'm doing something that I love to do. I felt like I was on the right track. I'm in a positive way, in a positive mood. Why is my body shutting down? I'm eating the right foods. I'm doing, why is this? Why, I was moving too fast. And it said, wait, hold on. You was doing good in October, but wait, hold on. In November, you can't do that. Because are you truly living abundantly? Don't you got some little ain't back there? Ain't you tripping back there? That's why all of this, that's why your whole body shut down in October. That's why your body's been shutting down. So then that made me like, oh wow. And the crazy thing is it happened in October. It was happening in October where my balance was off, everything was off. So when I was talking about the balancing my life, I was literally in the act of balancing my life. Truly. What I thought my life was balanced, no, I went through the act of balancing my life in October. And it was a blessing that a lot of those guests that came on, they were hitting things for me right on it, right on it. Just when I needed, when I didn't think I needed. I was like, wow, oh, I thought I had it. And it was like, you was missing something. You've got to turn that last page. It was still something on that last page you forgot. And see, and why I can laugh? Why I can laugh? Because I understand what this life journey is. I understand that we are not going to know it all. We're not. We are forever learning. And we are forever learning. We are forever learning to unlearn the things that we were taught. And this is a part of that paradigm that we're talking about. So there's a lot of things that I've been taught in my life, as well as you've been taught in your life, that no. And we have to shift those. We have to shift it. We have to change it. We have to truly start aligning to what our values are. What's yours? What's mine? My values are. And living them daily. So when I say, I, Nyomi, lead in love, I lead in love. And everything I do, knowing that I have empathy. I have empathy and compassion. I do this daily for others and make my uniqueness even more. I am the dot outside of the circle. I walk to the beat of my own drum. When somebody tell me no, I keep going. I don't allow myself to be inside of someone's box. You can't tell me I can't do because of what? I'm going to keep going. That's what me embracing my uniqueness and being bold and loud with it. I embrace my spirituality and my sexuality. Yes, that's a part of me. That's a part of my makeup. Keeping my humility intact. Yes. Actually, I probably do it too damn much. But yes. Inspiring others. That is what I think about majority of the day, every day. Is inspiring others. That is what makes me, man, when I tell you, after I finish recording shows, after I get off of just having a great interview with a guest, I feel so good. I feel so good. And it'd be a mixture because not only has we transferred energy, where I'm drained from that energy, but in a mixture of that being drained from that energy, there is a bit of excitement that's in there, like, yes, like we get ready to do some stuff. We can really put some magic out there so people can hear, so people can be motivated and they can get moving and they can start to, be able to do some great things for their lives and move it forward for others. This is what I believe. This is what I have the faith in with inspiring others to do. This is with the faith that I have in the Season of Self-Love podcast, as well as Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap, as well as my Elevate Me self-discovery. This is the faith that I have within myself. This is how I know that purpose-driven living has always been aligning with my life and with my values, even unbeknownst to me. In knowing that my true success is my family and in my integrity. And I know this. So when I speak and I talk and people say, you need to start charging people for this, and you need to start doing this, and you need to think about money, and you need to think about this. Part of my integrity won't allow me to. And that's just real. Do I have a rich spirit and soul, and do I want money? Hell yeah, I do. But I also want to help people. I also want to inspire, encourage, and all those things. And what's meant for me will be for me when the timing is right. Right now, I am wealthy beyond measures. I am. And prosperity and richness is all around me. And it's going to come. But I'm not getting ready to charge people hundreds and thousands of dollars or all of that. No, I'm not. I'm getting ready to do what I do in my own little circle of things. And it's going to work for me. Because this is where God set me up right here to do what I need to do. And this is what I'm learning. This is what I'm learning. I'm learning that the way that I do it is the way that needs to be done here in my purpose-driven ways. I have to remember that my uniqueness is not like everyone else's. So that's why me sitting here today and understanding that probably next week I'll probably be doing the podcast right that same day. And it's like, well, you don't have, yes, I do. I have other episodes that's already done, but it wasn't meant for today. And I'm okay with that. We are not, this podcast, and I love it because I have guests that come on and say, wow, I never had a host that would give me that perspective, would even think to give me that perspective, would even give to, yes. But just as well as I will give a guest a perspective, or be like, hold on, or give them a message, I am open to receive a message from a guest. I am open to lay on the couch and receive from a guest. This is where we become in service of one another. This is where we become brothers and sisters in this moment. This is where we become teammates to where we best for everyone that's out there in the world. Does that make sense? So when I talk about purpose-driven living and aligning our life with values, yeah. The funny thing is that actually I had created this show to be for myself, myself and Dr. Will. And time wouldn't allow it to happen. Time wouldn't allow it to happen for us to be. And I can say this, it probably wasn't supposed to be, probably just supposed to be me, myself, and I was supposed to truly be doing this episode by myself. That's why I wouldn't do it before. Because I was supposed to be sitting here being real, raw, and uncut with it. Being authentic and genuine is because this is who I am. I am a purpose-driven person who is truly living, aligning with my life and with my values. I hope y'all got that. That was a whole lot of mouthful, wasn't it? Whole lot of mouthful. All right, my beautiful people. So this is what I want to say. I know we started today with the book, the 10-day book journey. But what I want to do is I'm going to leave it open for a few more days. For a few more days, I'm going to leave it open and then I'm going to close it out. All right. So now that we're starting journey together, I want to remind that those who have not joined our private community page on the 10-day book challenge, we'll be sharing experiences and insights and encouragement every day. Because it's going to be such a powerful connection. Such a powerful connection. It's going to build accountability and it's going to celebrate each other's growth. And it's very positive. I don't do messiness. I really don't. So I also encourage you to share your progress on social media, tag our podcast, and let's spread positivity and connect with others all around with this journey. Again, I will put the link up on our on the show thing, as well as you can always go to the seasonofselflovepodcast.com. There is a link right there that you can join. And again, I said I was going to keep this up for the next few days. We have some amazing guests coming on this week. We got Dr. Will, who has returned, as well as when I tell you, we have Dr. Michelle Hanna that's coming this week too. Great guests coming on. Amazing. This month I have some amazing guests that has came here and sat with me, and we got to he, and we got to just exchange some great energy. It's been great. It has. I just feel good. I can't wait till the year end, and not like hurry up and get over with. No, I just can't wait till it ends, meaning that every day has been a new day for me, especially reading this book, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor. It's been amazing. Like I said, I'm listening to it on my Audible. And how I've been listening to it now since I started this, because I have to take notes to be able to pull up some exercise and activities for the challenge. I kind of, and this is just for those that are listening, that's a part of the book, I kind of go back after you finish the challenge and you finish reading the book over again. I kind of stay on one chapter for a while. So I've been on chapter 1 since Friday. So I kind of repeat it over and over again. And that's one thing that he talks about in the book, about repetitive, about staying with something for a while until it truly sinks in. And he talks about being emotionally connected. And today is probably the best way to talk about that when we talk about manifestation as well. They talk about the numbers 11/11, November 11. That's the best number for manifestation. So when you're doing that, if you feel it, not only believe it, but you speak of it like it's already happening, or it's already happening like now. But you have to believe it. You have to have faith in it, like it's all, like it's there. And I like the way that he explained it, saying of desire. What's your desire? What is your desire? Of success, not of love. I mean, well, yeah, you can say of love, but y'all know what I mean. But I love the way that he explained that, and it made so much sense to me. It makes so much sense to me. Now, as I am listening to that book, I'm also reading a book that a young lady that I had on last month, The Act of Balancing Life, The Brain Fractor, The Brain Refractor. That is another book that I am reading right now too. So I'm reading and highlighting some pages out of those. So those are two books that I am reading, coinciding reading together. And I might be on these two books until the end of the year, and just until it really gets in and sticks in, because I'm on a whole new mission for next year, and I can't wait to share it. It's all about rebirth, and I can't wait to share it with you all. I can't wait to share it with y'all. I can't. I can't. All right, so let's wrap it up. I want to thank you all so much for just joining me for joining me on this journey through this purpose-driven living. I hope today's exercise, reflection, the everything that is help you in your actions to your values and open up a door to a more fulfilling, abundant life. I want you to remember that we are in this together, and tune in to the next episode where we will dive even deeper into this theme of abundance and explore how to cultivate an empowered mindset. But until then, I invite you to reflect on the values and exercises and share with our community if you feel inspired. And as we close, I'll leave you with this affirmation. I am aligned with my true purpose, and I attract abundance in all areas of my life. Again, I want you to thank you for being here, and don't forget to love and nurture yourself on this journey. Have an amazing day. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and empowerment here at the Season of Self-Love podcast. Remember, embracing self-love is a continuous journey, and we're so glad to have you with us. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave us a review. And don't forget to join our community on Facebook at Season of Self-Love. Connect with like-minded individuals who are also on their self-love journey. Now, if you have any questions or topics that you'd like for us to explore, we love to hear from you. Email us at seasonofselflove@gmail.com and let your voice be heard. So until next time, take a moment for yourself today and remember, you are worthy of love, joy, and all the beautiful things that life has to offer.